Hi, I'm Tlish and you're watching Coffee and Clicks. So today we are going to be unboxing something special. It is not a HeroClix related product, but it is a coffee related product. It is the AeroPress. So I have a box with the AeroPress in it, and then you can see it right there, the AeroPress. And then I have my coffee grinder, which I also am going to unbox. I'm going to use the manual burr coffee grinder by AeroPress Coffee Company. Then I also have, I'm going to be using, sorry, this is backwards, the third wave water, which adds minerality to distilled water and makes the perfect water for coffee brewing. So I'm going to be using that. So why don't we get started? And I'm going to open this bad boy and see how the AeroPress works. Okay, so we are going to use this coffee grinder. We're probably not going to use this mug, even though this is the Coffee and Clicks trademarked Thor mug. But we're probably not going to use it because with the AeroPress, you can see it right here, the AeroPress. And it has a plunger, so the plunger, you kind of stand it, you have to stand it on top of a mug. So we're going to be using this mug because it's nice and flat. Okay, and you stand it on top of a mug. We're actually going to go inverted, and then we're going to flip it over. So, let's get our coffee. So here is the coffee that we're using, actually. It's called Paper Plane Coffee Company, and the brand is Paper Plane Coffee Company, and it's called Dogma. It's a specialty coffee blend. The tasting notes are almond, citrus, and berries, and it is from Brazil, Colombia, and Ethiopia. Processing method: a blend of washed and natural. So, should be good. So right now I am grinding the coffee, the Dogma blend that I showed you earlier. Trying to get it to a medium to fine coarseness. So here we have the distilled water. I've just put in the third wave water tablet. The third wave water, which makes the water optimized for coffee brewing. It mineralizes the distilled water with just the right minerals for coffee brewing. So there's that. Okay, so I have heated up my water in the tea kettle here, in the water heater. It is set for 175 degrees, which is the preferred temperature. So here we have the AeroPress and the mug that we're going to be using, and the hot water. So the AeroPress, it has levels like I showed you before, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to be inverting the AeroPress. This is the plunger right here. We're going to invert it so that the plunger, and I'm going to just make sure that there's like a vacuum seal here. So I'm going to push it down, and then I'm going to slowly pull it out a little bit to create kind of a seal. Okay. And then that's going to be where we start. I'm going to place a filter. This is a paper filter. Place it in the filter cap right here, which has holes in it, so that filters through. I'll leave that here. We are going to put our coffee that we just ground into the AeroPress. I'm going to make sure it evens out, so I'll just make sure it's flat. And try to get it as flat as possible. Okay. Now I think we're going to pour about up to the level, so about 1.5. We're going to pour the water up to about, not too much water, so maybe just up to the middle of 2 and 3. We're going to pour it fast, and then we're going to stir. Give that a good stir. We're going to let that sit for about 1.5 minutes. Okay, now that 1.5 minutes is done, we're going to take the cap and we'll affix it to the top, well, to the actually to the bottom of the AeroPress. Remember, this is the inverted method. So now we're going to take the mug and we're going to put it on top like that, and we're going to take this whole thing and we're going to flip it over and then slowly press down. Nice and evenly and nice and slowly. You can feel the pressure building up. Okay, so I think we squeezed all the coffee out of there. Let's take a look. We have a little bit of coffee left in the bottom there. Okay, so there's not a lot of coffee, but it should be concentrated. Let's just give it a sip. Okay, so that's pretty strong. Okay, but we're going to add water to it. We'll add the rest of the hot water. There we go. You can see that up close. That's a mean cup of coffee right there. It's a mean cup of joe. stir. And when I bought the Dogma blend from Paper Plane Coffee Company, it's actually a roastery in Rutherford, New Jersey, that sells this coffee and uses this coffee, and I believe it was Rutherford Coffee Company in Rutherford, New Jersey, and the owner of the store told me that this was a recommended coffee to use with milk, because some of his blends, some of his different coffees were not really good with milk, but he said the Dogma goes really good with milk. And so you can see the coffee there. We'll give it a taste. You can definitely taste the tasting notes that were mentioned on the bag. You could definitely taste the almond and berries. It's a really good cup of coffee. It's nice and a clean cup of coffee. AeroPress does a good job of filtering out all the impurities, and there's a lot of flavor in this, and it's a really good consistency. It's not too thick. It's not too thick, and it's not too thin either. I guess you could say. It's not like drinking tea at all, but it's not like drinking heavy coffee either. It's a really clean, nice cup of coffee. So there you have it. You have the AeroPress, and I really like this product. I would definitely recommend it. It's pretty easy to use, and good if you're on the go, and or good at home as well. You can use the AeroPress at home as well. So I'm definitely going to use this product over and over again for quite a while. It makes for a really good cup of coffee. Why don't we actually pour it into my Coffee and Clicks mug and drink it out of there. Don't forget, wake up and smell the clicks. Enjoy.